of our fifth graders. You just dropped your... We can just get this name. Good afternoon, Kearney students and guests. We are here to kick off New Bedford Public Schools Attendance Initiative, Every Day Counts. And if you look up here, we have a banner that's hanging above my head that says Every Day Counts. And actually, those are some Kearney kids in the shape of NB on the ground that the picture was taken. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Durkin, who's going to say a few words about the initiative.
Thank you very, very much. I'm very proud of fifth grade being here today. I know you're missing a little bit of instruction, but I know your teachers prepped you for being here as to why this is so important. And there are some very special people who came today, taking time out of their busy day. One of them is Mr. Cotter, one of our school committee members. He is sitting there. We also have Dawn Pomfrey from Child and Family Services. Thank you very much for being here. That's one of our partners who works with our families outside of school to make sure they have what they need. And a very special guest, Chief Cordeiro, who is right there. He is our Chief of Police. And he is going to speak with me today why we are here and why this is so important. First of all, whoops, every day counts. Dropping books doesn't, okay? So, but every day counts, thank you so much. All right, is the fact that every day you come to school makes a difference. How many of you have been able to know that when you're not in school, you miss some work? Am I right? Okay. And the times you're not in school, sometimes you may be sick or something came up. Well, we're going to try to get 100% attendance for every student in every school here in New Bedford. Right now, we have about 93% attendance. That means that we have a ways to go to get 100%, because 100% means everyone is attending every day, right? I know you know your math, particularly fifth grade. I know my teachers know how to do that math. Now we're at 93%. We're trying to take a big leap and make sure we get to 95%. Because we know when we set a goal, and I know all of you have goals, we try to reach it. Am I right? Okay. So though we want to get to 100%, we are saying we're going to start off by going from 93% to 95%, which is very, very important. And what I wanted to share today, that when you are absent, or let's start when you are late, and sometimes we are late, and you know, sometimes the weather may be difficult. But how many of you have an alarm clock to make sure that you're on time to school? Okay. How many of you have a mommy or daddy or grandma alarm clock? Right? Okay. They're the ones who come in and say time to get up. Right? Okay. Those are, you need to be on time. And Chief Cordeiro is going to speak in a few minutes why it's important to be on time and why it is important to be here every day. But if you miss just 10 minutes every day, that's almost missing like 30 hours of school. Am I right, Mr. Carvalho? 30 hours of school, just 10 minutes a day when you add that all up. That's a long time. That's almost over a week of school. Who wants to miss over a week of school? No. Am I right? So what we're going to talk about is really thinking about what are some of the things that you do to make sure you're in school every day? And if you miss just 8 days of school, that's almost like missing a year of education. A whole year. 8 days, which is almost like 2 weeks, because we have 5 days each week. So the important message is about making sure we're here every day, because if you can read our slogan, what does it say? Every day counts. Oh, I think you can do that louder. Every day counts. That's right. Every day counts. And I'd like to know or hear from you, what are some of the things you do to make sure you're on time? I like your t-shirt. It's funny. Goodbye Monday, hello Friday. What does that mean? It means the weekend's coming. Go ahead. What's your name, honey? Sophia. Can you tell us what you do, Sophia?
I just wake up early and leave for school.
Okay. And what do you do the night before to get yourself ready?
I usually prepare my clothes.
Ah. You know, I prepare my clothes the night before, because sometimes in the morning, I'm really tired, and I don't want to have to think about what should I wear, what should I do through that. Do you do that, Ms. Trenum?
Yes, I do.
I also try to pack my lunch the night before, sometimes, okay? So I have that ready, so I save time. Thank you, Sophia. I want Ms. Tredup to note the 12 students, and I'm going to ask Chief Cordeiro, where is our chief? Okay, please, Chief, come right up. Chief Cordeiro and I are going to shake the hands of these 12 magnificent students who have been here every day. It's only February, but it's still a milestone. And then the chief is going to talk to you why it's important as our chief of police, who keeps us safe every day, because every day counts for him, why that's important for you to be in school. So, Ms. Tredup, you want to let us know who
Sure
is
will.
meeting that
We have
stand up?
12 fifth graders with perfect attendance so far this year. So when I call your name, come on up. Matthew Bridges,
Come on up, Matthew.
Stella Chen, Olivia Di Gregorio, Jasmine Duarte, Cassandra Ellis, Ayana Leon Barker, Maya Lope Silva, Ludovica Martins Freire, Gavin Parker, Janazy Ramus, Devin Rivera, and Ivic Sylvains.
Oh my gosh, terrific. All right. I am so proud of you. Oh, one more. Congratulations. Okay. Let's move down a little bit so we make sure we get everybody in while the chief says congrats to everyone. So, that doesn't mean that for the next half of the year we could have more Carney stars who could be doing that. So you have a heavy burden is that you want to make sure that you stay at 100% every day. And all of you, do you make a commitment that you want to be attending every single day of school? Yes? And I know our teachers want that to happen. Because when you miss school, you miss not only the work, but you also miss all this other stuff we do. And all being part of the good things that Kearney School does in our schools in New Bedford want to be able to do with children. So I'm going to ask the chief to chat, and what's going to happen is we have a guest spot for the chief that when you have to be absent from school, you're going to get a message that comes to your home. And you're going to hear a voice that sounds like Chief Cordeiro, because it is Chief Cordeiro. And as our police chief, he is our first star voice talking about every day counts. So you're going to hear his voice now, but I hope you're not absent, but if you are, you will hear him give a message to you and your family. Chief, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon. A little more excitement. Come on, good afternoon. Just some energy. Yeah, look at all these great kids here. You know when I walked in, you know what I thought I was? Anybody know what I thought I was? No? No? No, I thought I was in Hollywood. So many good-looking kids here. Look at you. Stars in the making. Beautiful kids. I'm glad to be here with you. So we're going to talk about every day counts. Why does every day count? Anybody know?
You get a lot more learning time.
You are a star student. You're absolutely right. There's something else?
And you get more the education network.
Good job. Anybody else? Move around here.
Because you need to have education so you can get a good job.
Absolutely right. Another smart kid.
Gives you a good ability to look good.
Absolutely. This is a classroom full of smart kids.
You need to be in school because you can go to a better college.
Excellent. And you need a high five. You deserve it. What else we got back here?
If you miss days of school, then you'll have extra work to do, and you'll miss curriculum, and then you won't have as much time to learn everything.
Holy moly, you are not a fifth grader. You're going to be in eighth grade, right? Awesome. Great answers. Everybody has great answers. You got one more?
You have to learn so you can get smarter and smarter.
Yes, sir. You guys got all the right answers. So if we were given a test, it'd be 100% A students. But think about, what do you want to be? The only way to do that is through school, right? Does anybody like the Patriots? No? Tom Brady? Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what Tom Brady does? He never misses practice. You know why he doesn't miss practice? Because the day of the game, he's got to be the best that he can be. And he has to prepare for that game. That's how he won 5 Super Bowls. Because he doesn't miss practice. Because every day counts. Every day counts for everything that you do. So, does anybody play sports here? Any sports? Yeah? What do you play? Basketball. So, what happens if you miss practice? You don't play. And what else happens when you do play? You're not as good, right? And the rest of your teammates count on you, right? So the only way we get better is by practicing. And that's why every day counts. Does anybody play an instrument? You do? What do you play? Trumpet. What happens if you don't practice your instrument? You're just not that good. And that's why every day counts coming to school. And you know why else? Because when you come to school, your classmates, the kids that you're sitting with next to, your friends that you're hanging out with every day, they learn from you too. Because sometimes you have an answer that they didn't know. And you know who else learns from you? Your teachers learn from you. That's true. Your teachers learn from you. Kind of hard to believe, right? How does a teacher learn from the kids? But that's true. So that's why it's important, not only for you to come to school every day for yourself, but it's important for your friends and for your teachers. And you know who else? Your mom and dad, because they know when you're in school, they know you're safe, they know you're learning, they know that you're going to become a better student and you're going to be able to do whatever you want in your life because you're here learning and doing well. So it makes your mom and dad happy, your friends happy, and the most important person, you know what that is, the most important person? You. You, because you're making yourself better. When you make yourself better, you're going to be able to do whatever you want, anything. You want to be the president of the United States? Anybody want to be the president? You do? All right, we could use a good woman president. So maybe you'll be the first one. But you don't get there unless you go to, because every day counts. It counts every day. And when you miss a day, you miss not just work, you miss learning, you miss maybe laughing with your friends in the lunchroom. Can you talk in the lunchroom? Oh, that's cool. When I went to school, we couldn't. So it's kind of nice that you can. So you get to miss a few laughs. Recess. No recess? Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. But you get to miss all the other stuff, right? So every day counts for who? I didn't really get that. That's right. Yourself. Yourself. I'm excited. So all these guys up here, 100% attendance, that could be you. That can be you. So I'm asking you, anybody know what a promise is? Way in the back. What's a promise? Yeah. Hold on, I'll run back there. I need my exercise. Too many donuts. All right, here we go.
A promise is when you say, I promise you, and you can't break that promise or else it wouldn't be fair or right.
Right on. All right, so that's a promise. So I'm going to ask you today, can we make a promise? Can we make a pact? Can we have like a little contract between me and just you guys? Can we promise to try to make every day count? Can we promise to try to come to school every day, go home, do our homework, watch a little TV, but go to bed early so we wake up in time and we come to school? Can we make that promise? Yes? All right, so you repeat after me. Ready? I promise to make every day count. A little louder next time, though. Every day count and come to school. And try my best. All right, I love it. Thank you so much. And if you do invite me, I would love to come and have lunch with you guys. And if you don't mind, maybe I can bring a few more policemen and policewomen. Would that be all right?
That'd be awesome.
All right, so if you promise to come to school every day and make every day count, I promise to come have lunch with you guys. And if they let me, maybe I can bring cupcakes or something, I don't know. I'd bring donuts, but we keep those at the station, you guys. All right, thank you so much for having me, and remember, every day counts, and you made a promise, right? And my friend back there says it wouldn't be good if you were to break it. So, see you at school.
Thank you, Chief Cordeiro. Yes, we are very lucky to have a chief of police who really keeps us safe and cares about what we do every day. And the chief is right. The best place to be is in school. You're safe, you're cared for, you're warm, you're fed. That's important, very important. So I very much want to thank Ms. Tretta for her hard work, Ms. Medina, and your classroom teachers for preparing you well. And I always love speaking to the 5th grade class. You are the leaders of this school. So what you do sends a message to what every other grade does. Am I right? And when you go on to middle school, successfully finishing 5th grade and coming every day, you are going to carry the Kearney way. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll give this over to Ms. Tretta, and I want to thank you for taking the time, and thank you, teachers, for preparing your students. And I am looking forward to coming back to see how your attendance rises, and we are doing this for the entire city. But today we chose Kearney Academy to kick off this initiative. So we're very proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Durkin, Chief Cordeiro. That concludes the attendance kickoff. So you guys have time to go back upstairs and do some more learning. Listen to your teachers, they'll dismiss you.
Did you know that students with learning or physical disabilities are 65% more likely to be bullied than their peers?
When bullying behavior crosses the line and becomes disability harassment, it's against the law. Harassment can include verbal, written, and physical threats.
If you're being bullied, remember, it's not your fault. It's important to tell someone like your parent or a teacher if you're being bullied, because bullying affects everybody.
If you see bullying but don't know what to do or don't feel safe stepping in, there are things that you can still do to help.
Tell an adult about it.
Be kind to the person being bullied at another time.
Talk with them and spend time with them.
For more information on what you can do to stop bullying, go to www.stopbullying.gov.
Take a stand, lend a hand, stop bullying now.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Butterfly Project, a City of New Bedford's Invest in Kids program, the Women's Fund, and the Community Foundation of Southeastern Massachusetts.